Hello everyone, Anthony Austin here. I'm here to do a quick video on the NC Star 1.1 to 4 by 25 millimeter shooter scope series. Now you'd think it would be shooter series scope, but that's not how they have it on their little high-speed website. Anyways, this is a basically a 1-to-1 or sorry 1-to-4 power scope. It's mil dot reticles with MOA turrets with 1/2 MOA adjustments on windage and elevation. It's got a 30 millimeter body, has red and blue illumination. It uses the common CR20 or 2032 battery, and nice thing is it came with two of them. It has a neat little sheet here for milling, came along with it. Basic information for people who aren't really experienced with them, which is what I think this is kind of geared towards. And the crappy lifetime limited warranty card there. Just basically, if there's any defects, they'll fix it at their discretion. So take it for what you will. Has these nice little rubber lens caps that come with it as well, and of course the lens cleaning cloth that basically every optic comes with nowadays. I have it here mounted on my 1022 with UTG low profile mounts. I have it zeroed at 50 yards, and I got some really good groups firing it at 25 yards off the bipods while standing. Shining on it. And there you go. Mostly me just planking around. Testing out the mil reticle. It was oriented like this, so I went 1, 1.5, 1 low, 1 high. So that's what it looked like at 25. Awesome performance out of it. And I bought it new off eBay, and here's the best part: under $50. I think I paid $47.95, something like that, with free shipping. It did take a little while to get here because it probably shipped from China, but yeah, what you're paying, you're not going to get anything in the U.S. made that cheap. But so far I've been really impressed with it. It was very inexpensive, holds zero perfectly. Magnification works exactly as you would expect. The reticle works exactly as a mil reticle should. I like it because you can pick up targets really quick, and you can actually shoot with both eyes open, even though it's a 1.1. The magnification, or the zoom, the view through the 1.1 is a little off. So if you're shooting with both eyes open, you will notice it, but it's very easy to focus in on the dominant eye. Some of the cons on it is the clarity isn't that great, especially for distance arties, but if mounted on a nice little 22, you're not going to be shooting too much past 200 anyways. It's not a true one power, as I said, so there's a little bit of a differentiation between the eyes. And the illumination is a little weak even with a brand new battery. So if you're outdoors and there's a lot of light, the illumination isn't that big of a deal, but it's noticeable that it's kind of hard to tell if it's on or off. Overall, I will buy more of these probably for my daughter's 22, and maybe even for a AR style rifle later on. Depends on how fancy I want to get. If I want a cheap light gun, I'll put one of these on, but if I want an actual competition gun, I'll go out and buy a Burris MTAC again. This is probably perfect for a simple 22. For a tactical 22, it's absolutely wonderful. It's basically the next step up from a red dot, where you could still use it in a red dot fashion with both eyes open at zero power. But if you want to see a little bit better out to, as I said, 200 yards, you can zoom it into 4 power with just a quick twist of the knob there. Actually, you can probably even get a universal quick throw lever and throw it on there, and it'll work fine, like your little cheesy cheap 3-gun rifle scope. So very fast video. Got some pictures. You'll probably see them throughout the video. But got any questions? Hit me up, because I've had it. Hold zero. I've had it for a few months now, and in and out of bags. Been on benches. Been knocked around a little bit. Other rifles put on top of it, sack, and it's held zero perfectly. Way better than I expected. And what I was expecting to be chasing it every time. But father and brother were out not too long ago and pulled this thing out just to go blasting away. We were hitting clay targets at 180 yards with it, a couple rounds, and we just junk whatever ammo I had on hand. And yeah, the rifle's pretty well built. It's going to take it, but the consistency of the scope from shooting iteration to shooting iteration really impressed me for how much I paid for it. Again, under $50. So can't beat that. Well, thanks much, and if you have any questions, hit me up. Out here.